income tax. That was a space that everyone was keenly watching out for. And all the changes that have been announced are in the new regime. Firstly, what do you mean by the default, that the government has now made the new regime as the default regime?
See, one thing is that let me clarify that people will still have the choice to go back to the old regime. Only thing is, it means is that if people don't choose and people do, are lethargic, I mean, if they don't have any difference in, their taxation between the two schemes, then the default scheme for them becomes, whatever we say is the default scheme, the return that we give to them. So the Act has been amended to say that the default scheme will be the new scheme and not the old scheme. But they can continue to choose the old scheme year on year, not once, but year on year, as long as there is no business income. That's what the provision was even earlier. For business incomes, this choosing is only once because there are certain exemptions which they enjoy with respect to business incomes. But those individuals who are not having a business income, they can make this choice year on year, 1 year, if they find that the new scheme is beneficial to them, they do not have any deductions, but next year they have more deductions and they feel that the old regime will be beneficial, they can go back to it.
So when we talk of the rebate, the hike in the minimum rebate from 5 lakhs to 7 lakhs is also in the new regime. Do you think that the changes in the slabs in the new regime is something that will boost people to switch to the new regime?
Certainly it will boost because, see, 5 lakh in the old scheme is in addition to the exemptions, which means that if one is having deductions, investments of up to 2 lakh rupees, and it becomes equivalent to the 7 lakh rebate that one is giving in the new regime. Having said that, the new regime, if one looks at, say a person who's having an income of 15 lakh rupees, for his taxability to be the same as in the old tax regime, he would have to invest 3.7 lakh rupees or have deductions totaling 3.75 lakh rupees to have the same taxability as in the new regime. And this investment limit, changes depending on the income tax slab that you are in. So, for example, if your income is 7.25 lakh, you'll have to invest or have deductions of 1.5 lakh rupees.
So when we talk of new regime, is there any estimate how many more people will be added and how many are currently opting for the new regime?
It's difficult to hazard a guess, but I think the way we have structured it now, there will be more in the new rather than in the old.
Any estimate how many have opted as of today, the new regime?
I'll not be able to give you the figures, but all I can say is that the new scheme is the way forward. The government has made it very clear that we want to move away from exemptions, and going forward, this is going to be the mainstay of, so it's a continuation of the policy of the government. It's not something that is new. It is a continuation of the earlier intent of the government, and we are carrying forward that intent.
On TDS, online gaming is something that we are keenly watching out for because there was a limit of 10,000 rupees that only above 10,000 rupees of winning amount was subject to TDS. Now that limit has been removed. So how will this structure work? How will the tax policy work for online gaming?
See, online gaming, although we have removed the limit, but that limit was on individual games. So, although now we have removed that limit, but now you can aggregate your winnings over a period of time, and you can also set off the losses. So the limit is removed, but that limit actually comes into play only when you withdraw money from the wallet, and not, for money or the winnings, which remain in the wallet. So each winning does not get taxed. It's the composite winnings minus the losses, the money, net money, that you take out minus what you had put in. So it's the net income to you that gets taxed, and similarly for TDS.
So if 500 rupees of winning is there, will that be taxed too?
So if there is a 500 rupee winning and he takes out the money, yes, it will be taxed.
And if he
But
keeps it in,
if he keeps it in, it will not be taxed as long as it is within an year. But yes, in case he has a winning of 500 rupees, and next game he does not take it out, and the next game he loses, and he had paid 20 rupees, let's say, and he loses another game, so he loses 40 rupees. Now he takes out money, so he will be paying tax only on 460 rupees.
my last question on cigarettes. How much money is the government going to yield from the duty that has been hiked on cigarettes? NCCD of 16%.
It's
has been-
estimated to be more than 1,000 crore rupees.
So a 16% of NCCD hike is going to yield 1,000 crore rupees. And what about the changes that have been made on silver, etc., on the indirect taxes side?
The total revenue additionally that we hope to mobilize through our indirect tax proposals is about 3,000 crore rupees. 3,000 crore rupees.
Many thanks for joining
Thank
us,
you.
sir.